Shalom, call Allah, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Bashim Hakadosh, the mother of the apostles, a great millstone that rule well, and Shalom, true roads and highways and byways, doing the work sincerely and faithfully, and continually fighting the good fight of faith, Lord willing, we're finding that number to be delivered. All right. So I was going back and forth with a couple articles, and I came across this one here, which was dated back of 2022, but it still stands strong and it remains in effect today. It says demand for safe rooms skyrocket in Los Angeles. All right. Now, the times that we're coming into are the times where we've seen the certain movies, The Purge and The Road and I Am Legend. These types of movies that depicted, natural disasters, worldly disasters, collapses of society, and the majority of the people who are going to be able to benefit from things such as this are the rich and famous. Okay. And, when you start looking into these safe rooms and what they cost and how they structurally, create them inside of their homes, the average person doesn't have the means or the ability to do so. Okay. So I'm going to read a little of this article. It says, amid crime concerns, wealthy homeowners seek to install panic rooms, with some steel encased version running up to $1 million to build, while on Malibu project included a secret tunnel out to the beach. It says, our influx of inquiries have increased more than 1,000% over the past 3 months, says Dean Cryer, VP International Operations at Building Census and Panic Room Builders, a firm specializing in building of safe rooms. It's gone insane, quote unquote, because of the perceived increase in crime in the metropolitan areas and high-profile murders and robberies in high net worth neighborhoods like Beverly Hills. Hidden rooms are definitely trending right now, says Cryer. All right. So there you have, the gist of what's going on here. All right. It's going to be at an all-time high. And these people believe that these rooms and these things that they're constructing inside of their homes are going to save them. All right. It may temporarily, give you some peace of mind, but at the end of the day, it's not going to save you. Okay. A little bit more. It says in LA area, some houses selling for as low as $4 million to $5 million are being kitted out. Right? Particularly specs homes. So homes up to $4 or $5 million. All right. Because when all hell breaks loose, where do you think people are going? All right. They go into these posh neighborhoods, man. These, as they would call them, bottom feeders, if you will, or low lives, if you will. They're going right to these big homes, these big mansions, to the rich side of town. All right. And this is why they're panicking and putting these panic rooms in their homes. All right. So they're going to continually trust in this system, which is truly ready to collapse on top of them. All right. So let me get this quick. This is the original. I believe this is the original Purge. Let me go back a little bit. This is the original Purge. And it pretty much just explains, and as we all know, we've seen the movie, it just gives you a little insight of what the mindsets are of these rich people. Let's play it.
Tonight allows people a release for all the hatred and violence that they keep up inside them.
Why don't you guys kill someone tonight?
Because we don't feel the need to, Johnny.
Just remember all the good the Purge does.
We'll be fine just like always, no worries, okay?
This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual Purge. At the siren, all emergency services will be suspended for 12 hours. Your government thanks you for your participation.
Help me! Someone, please, help me! I just need to get somewhere safe. Does anybody hear me? Let's go!
our home.
We have no idea who's after him.
Our target for this year's purge is hiding in your home. You have 1 hour to find him and give him to us, or we'll kill all of you.
They can't get in here, right? They can't get into our home.
We're gonna make it through.
All right. So basically, what you see is, you know, the foundation of what's happening here is these rich people. All they gotta do is last 12 hours. Okay, they have to last 12 hours once a year, and then it's over. Well, newsflash. Okay, when this shit goes down, it's gonna go down. It ain't gonna be no 12 hours. It ain't gonna be no, hoping that, the sun comes up. This is gonna be an ongoing thing that it may last until the Lord destroys these places with the missiles, man. This is 2 Ezra 15 and 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men in invading one another." All right. Now, when the scriptures speak, they're faithful and true. Okay. Now, this invading of one another is not going to be limited. Now, you watch these purge movies, everything is limited. Everything's on a time frame. Everything has a reaching point, if you will, a ceiling, if you will. All right. Continuing on, it says, "They shall not regard their kings nor their princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So when it goes down, it's going to be every man for himself, if you will, and there's not going to be any time limit. This is going to be what's to come for the next, for the next step of your life. Fighting, scraping, scrounging, scrambling, trying to seek protection. All right. And this is what these rich people in Beverly Hills and all these other locations, this is what they're doing. They're trusting in the system to be their protector. They trust that all they got to do is call 911. All they got to do is just wait it out for a little while. All right. But little do they understand and little do they know that there's not going to be the cavalry. There's not going to be a cavalry coming to rescue you or to get these perpetrators out of your house. This is it, man. And this goes on every level, not just the rich, as they say, as Robin Leach would say, the rich and famous. This goes on every level, and so much more worse for those who don't have the ability to put this sort of protection in place for a short period of time. All right. So the invading of one another is going to be on an all-time high on every single level. We can't stress it enough that there's not going to be no help for you, man. There's not going to be 1 ounce of help for anybody. Matthew 24, and I'll get down to 13 and 14. A matter of fact, 12 and 13. It says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." All right. These times that we're coming in, all right, they may be, and I'm gonna use this term, they may be forever. And what I mean by that is, once it starts, it's not gonna abate. It's not going to slack. It's not going to be for a week or two and everybody's getting back to normal. Once it starts, that's going to be it. All right. You're going to be on the run. You're going to be on the move. You're going to be, you may have to, and you will take matters into your own hands. Okay. It says, "The love of many will wax cold, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved." All right. So it's going to be about endurance, man. It's going to be about enduring. And any man who is, under the protection of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Lord willing, we continue to have that protection. But the protection that the masses are going to be looking for, they're going to be looking for law and order. They're going to be hoping that, they have phone reception to give, the 911 dispatcher the location of the emergency. A lot of you people are going to die right where you stay, man. And again, these safe houses and these safe rooms, yeah, they're designed to keep people out, but for how long? How long you think you're gonna last in these rooms? All right. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. All right, and that's not talking about everybody. That's not talking about all nations of people. Okay, there's gonna be people out there who know the name of the Lord. All right, there's gonna be true heathens out there that know the name of the Lord. All right, but this salvation isn't for everybody. Okay, it's not for everybody. It says in verse 14, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, then shall the end come." You know what? Because not everybody receives this gospel. Not everybody believes in the name of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai. Not everybody believes that the so-called Negroes, so-called Puerto Ricans, so-called Native Americans, and the majority of those Latin tribes make up and constitute the true Hebrew Israelites. Not too many people believe that. Okay? So this gospel is a gospel that's been noised abroad throughout the four corners of the earth in tickling the ears of the Lord's hope for the elect. Okay? But again, the people who are fortunate enough, I'll use that term, to get these safe houses and to get these safe rooms, in their home or wherever, in their backyards or however they set it up, they're not going to last very long. All right. 1 Corinthians 2:14, it says, "But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High." Right, because the natural man is going to be looking for help from man. The natural man is not going to be concerned with the things or the prophecies that the scriptures speak of. All right? You can go to the natural man and say, "Hey, this is prophecy. This is, I don't believe the Bible, and that's written by man." But they damn sure gonna believe a corrupt mayor or a corrupt governor. All right? They're damn sure gonna put their trust in them. All right? And this is where a lot of you people are gonna fall, because you're putting your trust in man. Okay? It says, "For they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned." Right. So the things we're telling you are spiritually recognized. You're not going to be able to just, hear these things and believe them unless you have the spiritual understanding in you, and the Lord put the Spirit on you to receive it. And the masses who are going to be caught up in the chaos, the unsettledness, we can just classify these people as natural men. When you got watchmen set up, and you got men who have been teaching and preaching and prophesying about the things to come, and they fall on deaf ears, it's for a reason that they're falling on deaf ears, because these things have to happen. You have to have non-believers, man. You have to have the non-believers, because the scriptures speak about the non-believers in the book of Romans. All right. So everything has to play out, according to the scriptures, man. And they're doing just that. So when we hear or see people going astray and saying whatever they're saying, it's no surprise. These things happen. All right? These things happen. And for those who don't believe, again, they're going to find out very soon that they were amongst the men of the Lord, that they were amongst the prophets. And some of them, even to this day right now, some of them are starting to understand that we are the prophets of the Most High, in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because the things that are being prophesied and the things that are transpiring are lining up exactly. There's no question about it. So he brings it to one conclusion. These men must be those whom was sent. Okay? These men must be them. Let's go down here. Psalms 146:3. Put not your trust in princes, nor in the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. All right? Now, didn't we start off with 2nd Ezra stating what? They're not going to regard their kings nor their princes? Because this is exactly what the majority of the people are going to do. They're going to put their trust in this system because they believe this system is a just system and that all they have to do is wait it out. All they have to do is make sure they have phone reception to make that call for help. There's not going to be any help. Nobody's coming. And those who are coming, they're coming to take what you have and take your life. Those are the people who are coming, man. You may have these safe houses, and trust me, there's a lot of them out there that are pretty damn extensive. Water, food, lighting, generators. They got all that down there. Excuse me. They got all that down there. But how long is that shit going to last? It's not going to last very long. You got to come out of that hole sooner or later. You got to come out of that steel box sooner or later. And when you come out, it may not be the same people standing outside your door when you went in. Because you might be in there for a month or two. And people are going to move on. People will come to your house, look around, take what they can take, and move on. But that time is going to come where you're going to run out of time. And you're going to have to show yourself. Right? And you may even have a couple guns in there. But your guns ain't going to last. Your bullets ain't going to last. So the time is serious, man. The times are real serious. And these people who, again, feel that these little safe houses and safe rooms are going to be their savior, they may very well end up dying in them safe houses, man. So don't put your trust in any man. Don't put your trust in anybody who is not going to truly be able to help you. You know why? Because these same people are going to try to help themselves and can't help themselves. You see? Rubber's about to meet the road around here. And a lot of people about to find out the hard way. Going back to 2nd Ezra 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Okay? And this is why a lot of these people are putting these safe rooms in their homes. Because they know when all law is out the window, they know that people are coming to their places, man. Did you think these people haven't counted the cost? You don't think they put into their planning that, hey, if society truly folds and collapses, we're going to be the first targets. And they're right. They're going to be the first targets. Okay? Their houses will be destroyed. Okay? There will be people looking to pillage, to spoil. This is just what it is with human nature. To the victor go the spoil. Okay? And it says, I'll start from the top again. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. this is what's going to happen. There's going to be great tribulation on all four fronts, man. Nobody's going to be able to avoid it, and nobody's going to be able to stop it. Especially here in Babylon the Great, man. This place is destined to fall. All right? But before it does, it's going to claim a lot of people, man. Babylon's going to claim a lot of people. So you can't say you haven't been warned. You can't say that you haven't been told. You can't say that you didn't know. Because the Lord has set up his men. And even those who are outside of this thing of ours, who understand the dynamics of what's happening in the world. And then it's more solidified in their mind when they come across videos, of the men of the Lord speaking, breaking scriptures down, breaking the prophecies down, breaking the future events down. Okay? Because you got to think, man, the amount of videos that are being put out there, they're viewed by the masses. And one person may see one of the brothers' videos and send it to, one of those so-called conspiracy theorists, and they get a hold of the video, and they'll say, oh, this was what, James was talking about. Send a video to James. James like, you see, I knew. And it's a domino effect. So the word is out there, man. For people who probably never even seen or even been around a camp. The word of the Lord still goes out. All right? And this is exactly what's happening now. The word of the Lord is still going out. Why do you think these people are building these safe houses? Because the scripture had prophesied that there was going to be sedition among men. The scriptures have prophesied that there's going to be a point in time when people are going to start invading one another. There's going to be a point in time where a neighbor is going to have no pity upon his neighbor. There's going to be a point in time where the love of many will going to wax cold. All right? You don't have to be a biblical scholar to look out and see what the hell is happening. Especially living in America. You got average, everyday Joe Crackers saying that America's going down the drain. And with these mass influxes of so-called immigrants coming around, with these mass influxes of these UN troops coming in, okay, the meal is ready. The meal is ready. The place is ready for the taking, man. All right. So all that being said, the uprise of these safe houses and safe rooms are in high demand. All right. And again, the elites know exactly what's going on. And this is why they'll tell their constituents, if you will, about preparing themselves, get yourself ready, don't do this and don't do that. That's what the elites tell their people, man. And this is how they get a jump start on some of these things. Because they've been told from their inside sources. But the prophets of the Lord are saying the very same thing. And the prophets of the Lord are letting you know. You may last for a little while. But it's going to be just that. A little while. All right. So I'm going to end it with that, Lord willing. I'm going to see y'all on another one. I say shalom.